Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Foster Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are back out guys with Madoka Magica, episode 2.
Yes, last episode we met the main character Madoka. We met a few friends whose name don't even ask me to remember them. I remember Homura, and she's not a friend, but I remember her because I wrote her name down. I'm bad with names, guys, sorry. Homura is a new student at Madoka's school. She seemed to be very hell-bent on meeting us, talking to us, and she was cold about it. She warned us about never trying to become something we're not, you know? So
Which was odd.
Which was odd and very specific, especially considering that the main character dreamt of that girl fighting, and then a cute furry cat thingy asking us if we wanted to make a contract with it and become a magical girl. And then that girl comes to us and tells us, don't become anything. I warn you, if you don't want to lose anything, don't become anything that you're not. So that's weird. And then we heard that furry thing call us for help. We went and you got Homura attacking that cute little thing. So that's not good. Of course, the main character being nice and wanting to protect that cute creature. I don't know how to call it. What's his name? Oh, fuck, I forgot already.
I forgot about it.
Sorry. It will come back. I mean, being nice and gentle and stuff, we want to protect that furry thing, so that's what she did. And we met a blonde girl with abilities, and she's kind of using guns. That's cool. She says she's friends with that furry thing, and she chased away Homura, as well as a sort of different reality that was brought on by a witch.
Yep.
We are a bit confused, but that's normal because the main character is confused too. What we know, and that's the only thing we knew about the show before we started it, was that furry thing can't be trusted. It's bad.
Yep.
So
bad thing, bad sign.
They don't know that. They are trusting, what's happening. Well, they're trusting that thing. It asked us to become a magical girl, which we were warned not to say yes to. So I'm trusting Homura at this point. So I'd rather, trust her. But we'll see if they accept. We'll see what happens if they do. And yeah, that's about it.
I'm gonna be scared for those girls all the show.
I don't know if this show, I don't know how bad it can get. I don't know if, I know it gets crazy. I just don't know how bad it can get. Can characters die in this show? Can characters suffer? Can, do we go there? I don't know.
A residual bad thing? Like limbs torn off or something?
Maybe. I don't know. But I heard it got bad, so I don't know. Okay. Bad as in fucked up, not bad as in bad.
Really tragic and sad and ugh. Okay.
Anyway, we will discover this along with you, so let's jump in episode 2 and see what happens next. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
Alright. A good person ready to make bad choices.
Well, if they're lying to her, but I said it last episode. We kind of know that this little furry thing is supposed to be bad, so that's why we're questioning everything that they're being talked about, everything that they're being told. I'm not sure everything that they're being told is wrong. Like, they didn't lie about the witches. The witch is bad. I don't know if Mami knows about this, but it doesn't look like she's aware. Sometimes she looked a bit like her smile was a bit false.
Like an accomplice?
Like, I don't know. The way she also talked about Homura and how she faced her, kind of like she wanted to prove that girl only wanted to be, only wanted the reward, and then she refused the reward, so it doesn't follow the narrative. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to think about her, but what she did was good in this episode. I won't let this cloud my judgment, though. I will wait and see, but she doesn't seem bad. The only thing that I'm wondering is the soul thing that she uses to track down witches.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Homura use something like that at all. Yet.
As of yet, no.
And it looks an awful lot like that witch egg. Kind of same shape and stuff. So that's why I'm wondering if this thing is legit. Because if we know that Kyubei is wrong, then making a contract with him does turn them into magical girls. But is that egg thing, like, is that soul thing that they use a good thing? Because I was wondering, like, the fact that they're calling it a soul gem. I'm like, is the price for this contract the fact that now he owns their souls?
Maybe. But you did say that this soul gem looked like the witch eggs, right?
So
who's to say that the fact that they technically gave up their soul to this gem, to Kyubei, and their soul's gonna become tinted over time, and they're gonna become witches, or their soul's gonna become witches?
That would be fucked up. And like, we know that witch thing, what it does is it's full of energy. Basically, it's full of the magic that they use, and it replenishes that of the magical girls, their energy. So what if it's basically just sucking up their souls and energy, and they become witches when it becomes tainted, and then when you're vanquished, that soul thing is left. It's basically your soul, your power, and then someone else can use it for their own healing. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think of this. I'm wary because it all comes down to we don't trust Kyubei, and it's really hard not to, because it's really cute. It's hanging out, all full clothes. It's really close to Madoka, and just Madoka. So we know that despite the fact that it's offering the contract to both girls, it wants Madoka.
Okay. If we do remember correctly, in the first episode, like the previous episode, Kyubei told Madoka that she had a strong power to save the world.
In a dream.
In a dream.
Yeah.
So if she's supposed to be that strong magical girl, of course I think gonna be close to her.
Because he
wants energy, he wants power.
We know that they're both gonna become magical girls. It's in the opening, so that thing is gonna happen. But I know it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just worry about how it's going to turn out later on. Because, if Omura knew about everything that's about to happen being wrong, I would assume she would say something. But she's not saying shit. I could also be reading her completely wrong, because she could just be an overachiever that wants to be good at what she's doing. I keep thinking, like, I see her try again and again to, warn them, you don't want to be magical girls, and or it's not a good thing, or what was your decision? Did you decide to sign that contract? But she's not saying anything. If she knew what was about to happen, and if she knew the consequences of that, and if she was truly worried, I would assume you would say something.
Unless she can't.
But then
maybe she can't say a thing about it.
Why?
I don't know.
You did assume that the life of a magical girl is not good. Maybe and can you become a magical girl with someone other than Kyubei, or is it always him that transforms them? In that case, what did she make a contract with Kyubei?
I don't know, I can say.
She was hunting it, so I don't think she has a contract with him.
Probably not.
So, yeah.
The only thing that I can guess is probably the fact when you decide to make a contract, you're gonna end up losing your parents and your friends.
I have a feeling,
just like Tomoe.
Well, maybe that's why Homura is like, you don't want to do this, because she's been through that and she saw the consequences, and she's like, you are the next target. You're being chosen. The thing is that she's not saying anything to that other girl, Sayaka. She's not saying anything to her. She's saying it only to Madoka. Why? Because she's going to be different, because it's going to be something else with her. But it does feel like she knew what was about to happen. She knew stuff. So we talked about maybe time travel. Maybe it's just that she went through this process, and she knows the consequences of that, and she knows what's about to happen to Madoka, and she wants to prevent it. But in that case, you should try harder, because you're not trying much, I say.
Could you imagine, though, that it is technically a heavy price if to make that contract you technically gave her soul?
Well, we don't know. They said nothing about giving away your soul.
Okay, that's what we're thinking, though.
I just feel like it's too good to be true. They didn't mention anything about souls or shit. They said, you become a magical girl and you hunt witches, fine, and in exchange I give you a wish. Any wish. Okay, in my opinion, Madoka Magica. Magical girls are, like they said it, they are supposed to be fighting for good, they are heroes, sort of. They're doing a great thing. But then to offer them a wish to do that, it seems to go against the whole concept of being an agent of good. You should be like Madoka. You should be doing things because you want to help, not because you're hungry
something.
for that wish. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, Homura didn't answer for the wish thing. I was wondering if it's because it's personal and that she got a wish when it happened, and that wish is personal, and you're sleeping.
I know. I told you I'm tired.
We're gonna finish this
I'm
quick.
still listening though. I'm still there.
I was wondering if Homura had a wish too, and it's really personal, and we're gonna get to learn about that later, or if the reason why she didn't answer was because she never got a wish. Because that's not how the process usually goes.
Because this is all fake?
Because in this case, I mean, the only thing that links Mami, Sayaka, and Madoka, Jesus, and Madoka is the fact that they all will do the contract with Kyuubei. And if Homura has done a contract with something else, or she became a magical girl in another way, then that's the only difference between her and those three girls. And that, I mean, she does, we haven't seen the soul gem. We haven't seen, she's not fighting, in a similar way. She doesn't seem to be attracted by the reward.
True.
She didn't mention anything about a wish. I don't know,
but
I'm just being very, very wary.
Okay. Who's to say that, for example, we know that we got magical girl born from good emotion, good intentions, and we got the witches,
born
which
from
is
curses.
The same thing, but born from curses and bad emotions.
You said Kyuubei was a curse. That's why I'm like, does making a
who's
contract...
to say that in this universe you got two type of Kyuubei, like a good one and a bad one?
Isn't there a black one too?
I don't know. I know that there's two things different in Tsubasa Chronicle, but that's different. But who's to say that you got one that is supposed to be good and you're gonna create magical with that thing, but this one's gonna create witches?
Yeah, I feel like witches could definitely be, magical girls turned bad. And I mean, if you have seen the show, guys, and you might be laughing your asses off because I don't know if we make any sense in all of our theories. We're all of this is coming from the fact that we know that Kyuubei is bad. I don't know if Kyuubei becomes bad. I don't know if it's something that he can't help. I don't know if he is evil and he's manipulating the girls. I don't know. I just know that eventually it's bad. So that's why we're questioning everything, and we might be wrong about the whole thing. Mami could be completely fine, thinking that this is good.
Mami doesn't seem fine to me, if I'm honest with you.
She's a bit weird. Like, it's like she's hiding something, or she's pretending to be nice sometimes.
Yeah.
But we will see. And I mean, Homura, they're painting her as being evil, but I don't trust that. I think there's a reason why Madoka is saying that she wants to be friends. She wishes they could all be friends, and we shouldn't judge her that quickly. She's the only one that says that, but I think that's a good reason to not write her off as a villain. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, we'll wait and see, I guess.
You know what it makes me thinking of? It's like with Better Call Saul. Technically, we know where the show's gonna... No, we don't know where Madoka's gonna end up. We know something big about the show, though.
The fact that
we're just trying to understand how things are gonna become, where they're gonna become, and how the why. It's just the why that we're trying to understand.
And we're not lost, but the theory game is pretty wild already, and I don't know how much we're wrong or if we're right about some things. But that's the beauty of theorizing, and that's the beauty of reacting, and we get to discover this amazing show with you guys, and we get to guess wrong or guess right, and find out if we're good at this or not. Yeah, I mean, both situations are cool anyway. When we're wrong, it's nice. When we're not wrong, it's nice. So it doesn't really matter in the end. Mm-hmm. I'm just excited to see how it's going to play out. Because like I said, we don't know. We know that Kyuubei should not be trusted, but we don't know if it's true right now. We don't know if he's manipulating them. We don't know if he becomes evil. Mm. We know nothing. So we're going to discover it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was episode 2, and she's falling asleep. So we will end this here.
So sorry about that. But it is late.
It's not that late, to be fair.
For me, it is.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
Yes, and if you don't want out, the next one will be out on YouTube next week, guys. So see you then.
Bye.
Bye, guys.